Felicitations, aficionados. Cow gentlemen, we are hunting today. The game I'm about to show you is one I recommend dearly. I played this some months ago, and now I thought of making a video about it. Crazy, I know. Answer me these questions though. Do you like Wild West? Do you like stealth? Do you like collecting teeth? Do you like cursed gold that kills you? I assume you answered yes to all, so I will continue. Then boy, do I have a game for you. Blood West is a stealth FPS horror game, where you get revived and do work for a totem that talks to you. Just like how it actually was in 1875. Mechanics wise, the game is pretty basic, and what you just need to do is to remember what mobs around the map do, and you are set. Inventory is just Tetris blocks with no auto-sort button, just the way we all like it. Now, lore-wise, our character being an incredible hunter might give you the idea that you can go guns blazing. You can, but unless your aim is like that of an aimbot, you will have some issues, since it's very easy to miss shots in this game, because it is meant to be slow and stealthy. Choose from guns you would like to use, be it revolver, Winchester, shotguns, or you can go tribal on them and choose to use a bow and melee weapons. In this game, exploration is the key. You are given quests along the way, and you can think of them as places where you want to raid next. Hey, it's not stealing if it's from the living dead that are terrorizing the area. While exploring, you can find loot and useful items, dynamites or drinks that buff you for a limited time. You can find a legendary gun, or equipable artifacts that give buffs. Searching every nook and cranny, and I mean every nook and cranny, will only reward you. You also gain XP when you complete quests that are in your journal, and when you kill enemies around the map. Gaining levels lets you choose passive skills, some clearly better than others, and some can be picked just for the fun of it. If you play the game like a normal human being, you won't be maxing your skill tree. When you die, you get revived but with a curse stack. Curses are debuffs. When you get 3, they become way more crippling. To remove these curses, you don't just pay them out. You need to do whatever the totem tells you to do. This can be bringing 5 feathers from the birdman, or killing 5 enemies with a headshot. You can also use gold coins to get blessings from the totem. Only one may be active at a time. These buffs are not getting a curse when dying, easier sneaking, more melee damage, and more chance to find gold loot. Same gold coin can be used in the artifact slot to give the same effect of not getting a curse when dying. But all of your artifact slots are important, so I don't recommend it. Let's talk about what vile and disgusting creatures are on this godforsaken area. Animated dead. Most common mob around the map. They run when they see you and can slam dunk as their special attack. Miners, not the kind Smash players like. These are very weak dudes that are there to waste your time. Spirits. They simply exist for annoyance. Literally the reason silver bullets are a thing in this game. They charge whenever they see you, and then fly around you a bit before charging again. Women.
This place is wasted on my talents. I put on my best dress just for you.
They carry a shotgun and have a mask that deflects 1 bullet. If you break the mask, they start running. Otherwise, they just walk. Back of the head is unguarded, however. Birdman, your dueling partner. They have tracking aim, meaning that they shoot to the way you are running towards. You need to dodge them after they make the shots. Humanpede spits acid at the player. Acids stay as a pool on the ground that damages when touched. When you get close to them, they run away. Half-risen dead. These dudes are armored with the coffins on their head. Can still be damaged through their limbs or by breaking the coffin. While coffin is still on them, they can throw wooden stakes at you. After coffin breaks, they start running for melee attacks. Coffins are vulnerable to axes. One heavy attack from the axe breaks them. Guns and knives don't work well against the coffins, so don't try. You will just waste health and or ammo. And lastly, Wendigos. They can take some hits, and they hit hard. When they detect you, they summon 3 spirits. If you kill 2 spirits, they summon more, so your best bet is to kill the Wendigo. There is a breakable area on their chest. If you break it, they lose the ability to summon spirits, but they become more aggressive. Killing the Wendigo instantly kills all the spirits that is summoned by it. These are all the enemies currently, but the word currently is underlined. What does it mean? I will tell it, but not now. Before I continue, there are 2 side quests on the map. Both are given in the safe zones in your map, by the traders. Both of them are fairly simple. However, quest from Jim actually gives you a choice. He wants you to retrieve an artifact from the watchtower. When you find the artifact, you see that it is equipable. You can now choose to give it to Jim for $200, or choose to keep it. If you think the game is easy enough, I suggest you give it for the quick cash. If your aim isn't as godlike as mine, and think that this game might take a bit longer to beat, keep the artifact. After your first cursed gold hunt, money will stop becoming an issue. You can boost this statement even more by getting the right passive. The reason you got resurrected by the totem is to cleanse the land of evil. To do that, you need to find the cursed gold and bury it beneath the totem. Totem tells you where to go on the map. Marked places show where the cursed gold are. When you go and retrieve it, you get XP, and Totem tells you to get another one, by marking another place in your map. Also, one thing I forgot to say when I was talking about godlike aim. There's this artifact and skill combo you can make. If you get the watch and slow motion passive, they stack, which makes it possible to have bullet time from Max Payne. Every time you aim, it has a 5-second cooldown, but you will most likely stealth kill or damage something enough to finish the job. Also, when planning your approach, don't forget that you have effective range in this game, which differs from gun to gun. Every cursed gold you find has a story behind it, which can be guessed by the area you find them in, and with the explanation you get by the totem after you bury it.
It belonged to the French.
After burying 3 cursed gold, you are giving the key by the totem. However, it tells you there are still some cursed gold remaining in the land, and asks if you would like to retrieve more. Doing so, while obviously gives XP, gives you more opportunities to explore. After bringing all cursed gold on the land, Totem gives you an artifact that gives 50% evasion against spirits. If you picked melee passive dodge chance, it becomes even higher. It also tells you to always follow left when you enter the cave that goes to the root of the evil. After that, you head to the marked area where the evil roots came to be. You use the key to open the cave and go inside. In a labyrinth-like place you manage to get to the end, and there are 2 ways, left and right. On the left, you can find a secret hole to drop down. On the right, if you go through, you find the mother of all roots, the boss. I thought to myself, let me first try to go through the hole. It will probably make me pop out at the boss after doing something extra. I entered the hole. I saw a seed, and when I destroyed it, life bar popped up, with the boss music starting. I go through there clearing mobs and seeds. After hitting the last seed, game fades, and... what? Apparently so, that was the boss fight. After clearing it, I tried to check the last boss, but loading the save loads the endgame screen. So I had to restart the run to try to clear the boss. But I also need to mention, you don't need to collect the cursed gold one by one. You can simply rush and take all the gold and then talk to the totem to take the key. I clear 2 side quests, take some loot and straight up go to the boss. It's an okay enough boss fight. You can say it is like Doom or Shadow Warrior, but you also need to deal with summons. Through the fight, seeds light up and you can shoot them down. What they do is unknown. Even in Wiki, clearing the boss fight also shows you the endgame screen. Naturally. Now, why do I shield this game even though I have shown you the ending? Because game will receive updates. Eventually. But it will, and I will continue playing through it. I suggest that you should give the game a shot. Buying it will also probably make the devs work harder on the updates. I mean, I would also be motivated if I was getting paid. You also can play it your way and try to max your passives before the boss. I don't know. Give it a shot. Good game. I rate it bullet time out of Clint Eastwood. I will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.
French.